सो गायनी मैंने चूज क्यों किया वो भी मैं बताना चाहूंगी. देयर आर लाइक टू थिंग्स इन एनी स्पेशलाइजेशन. इफ आई से कि आपको यदि बुखार होगा, आपको जुकाम होगा, आप फिजिशियन के पास जाएंगे. आपको कोई पेन होगा तो आप उस स्पेशलाइजेशन के पास जाएंगे. कोई ना कोई बीमारी होगी तभी जाएंगे. गायनी इज द ओनली फील्ड wherein the couples are coming for happiness. The healthy individuals are coming. A lady who is, like, I think I would say 100% healthy getting pregnant is the thing which we are dealing with. And I think we are the partner in their happiness. So that was the reason I chose gynae.
Probably the only discipline
the only specialization wherein we are dealing with the healthy individuals. And we are dealing with two lives at a time.
But did you know this before you went into your specialization?
Yes, absolutely.
Today on Founder Unboxed, we speak with Dr. Jyoti Yadav, a gynecologist with over 18 years of clinical experience, a first-generation entrepreneur, and the founder of Kamala Hospital in Gurugram. From government hospitals to leading corporate institutions and eventually building her own hospital from scratch, Dr. Yadav's journey sits at the intersection of medicine and leadership, and of course, purpose. She's also an athlete, a fitness enthusiast, a medical trainer at Medicity, a deeply involved community healthcare worker, where she works with Manav Utthan Mission. And in this conversation, we go beyond the titles and achievements to understand the choices, the pressures, and the belief systems that shaped her in a journey of a doctor and now a founder. So let's unbox Dr. Jyoti. Welcome, Dr. Jyoti. Welcome to Founder Unboxed.
Thank you so much, Kabir, for inviting me here at this platform, and it is totally my pleasure to be here today.
Absolutely. So let's go back a few years and let's talk about Jyoti, not Dr. Jyoti yet.
Okay.
Okay. So tell me, what were you like a child and what were your early influences in life?
Okay. Sounds great that after so many years, somebody is calling me, tell me about Jyoti. Okay. So childhood ki jahan baat kare, it was quite simple. A middle class family, but yet very educated, I would say. My father being a deputy director, I would call him today, and my mother being teacher.
Wonderful.
So a super educated family, I think down back so many years when I was born in a middle class. But I think the values which were given to me on daily basis, har roz jo mummy papa padhate gaye, that become a habit one day. And automatically we have been raised with those things like कुछ चीजें जो मैं कोट करना चाहूंगी वो ये कि पढ़ाई का कोई सब्स्टिट्यूट नहीं है, सक्सेस के लिए कोई शॉर्टकट नहीं है. सो माय फादर ऑलवेज ऑन अ डेली बेसिस, एंड दैट इज व्हाट आई थिंक आई वुड से टू ऑल द पेरेंट्स आउट देयर, दैट स्पेंडिंग टाइम विद द किड्स, टेलिंग देम व्हाट एक्चुअली यू आर वांटिंग, बिकॉज उस टाइम पे ना बच्चा एक कच्चा घड़ा होता है. यू कैन शेप देम द वे यू वांट और यू डिजायर, एंड आई थिंक अ जनरेशन ऑफ माय एज विल डेफिनेटली अंडरस्टैंड that whatever our parents used to tell us, we used to just follow them blindly because that was the trust we have shown to our parents. So the childhood has always been as a childhood itself.
Tell me about naughty Jyoti. Ye to, teacher's pet Jyoti hai.
Okay.
Tell me about what were some of the incidents where you defied your parents. ऐसा कभी हुआ था?
हाँ, absolutely.
बताइए.
I was a kid in school wherein, being a girl, I used to play gulli danda. I used to play कंचा in gully. And मेरे पापा के एक जूनियर होते थे, and he used to always say me whenever he used to notice me कि मैं कंचे खेल रही हूँ लड़कों के साथ. तो मुझे हमेशा ये बोलते थे कि मैं ना हमेशा ये सोचा कि ये डॉक्टर साहब का नाम मतलब ना नाक कटाएगी. कंचे खेलती है ये लड़की, गुल्ली डंडा खेलती है, पिट्ठू खेलती है. I used to throw my bag every single day after the school. But when I became like what I am today, and the moment I got selected, my uncle was so proud of me. He came and like backed me कि यार तूने करके दिखाया. So that was Jyoti as a childhood कि every sport I used to play. I used to treat me as a boy. I was raised as a boy by my parents, and my father used to say me कि नहीं बेटा और बेटी में कोई फर्क नहीं है. So those values, I think now what we deliver to the society, that I have been raised with.
So जो Indian education system है उसमें, especially if you want to become a doctor, वो काफी पहले से एक माइंडसेट बनाना पड़ता है, एम्बिशन भी होती है, डिसिप्लिन भी होता है. सो हाउ डिड यू ट्रांसफॉर्म योरसेल्फ फ्रॉम गली पे कंचे खेलने वाली लड़की टू मेडिकल में जाने वाली लड़की?
यस, वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. मैंने अपनी स्कूलिंग शुरू की टोटल हिंदी मीडियम स्कूल से.
Okay.
माय ममा वाज अ टीचर, सो सरकारी स्कूल की टीचर थी वो. तो मेरा भी एडमिशन एज सच सरकारी स्कूल में था. 5वीं तक मैंने सरकारी स्कूल में पढ़ाई की एंड आई टॉप्ड 5th ग्रेड.
Wow.
सो मेरे को ना 2 क्लासेस एक साथ करने को मिल गया कि आई
पहले
जंप्ड
बहुत
वन
होता
क्लास.
था.
यस, सो आई जंप्ड वन क्लास, सो आई वाज अहेड ऑफ माय एज. एंड सिंस आई सेड कि हमारे टाइम पे इट वाज लाइक जो पापा ने कह दिया आइदर इट इज डॉक्टर और इंजीनियर, वो बनना होता था. एंड माय फादर इज ए डिप्टी डायरेक्टर और वेटनरी सर्जन थे वो.
अच्छा.
सो दे वांटेड
Oh, he
कि
was a doctor, veterinary
यस, ही
doctor.
वाज अ वेटनरी डॉक्टर. सो ही वांटेड कि नहीं, मेरे को अपनी बेटी को डॉक्टर बनाना है. मेरे को हर रोज वही पढ़ाया जा रहा था. स्टिल आई वाज टोटली कंचा गर्ल एज आई सेड. सो मैंने कभी नहीं सोचा था यार मैं इतनी मेहनत कर पाऊंगी, उसके लिए कहाँ से शुरू होगा. बीइंग द एल्डेस्ट किड इन माय फैमिली, मेरी दादी के साइड से भी मेरी नानी के साइड से भी द स्ट्रगल वाज रियल फॉर मी बिकॉज कुछ नहीं मालूम था. इट वाज टोटल ब्लैंक.
And this was in Rohtak in the
दिस वाज इन रेवाड़ी एक्चुअली.
Rewari, okay.
रोहतक वाज माय कॉलेज.
Okay, college.
सो वहां से पापा ने बुक्स लानी शुरू करी. 11th में उन्होंने मुझे एकदम से ऑल ऑफ ए सडन आई चेंज्ड माय मीडियम इन 10th.
Wow.
That was the first daring step my father did
That was a
and
big step.
showed, yes,
That was a big
and
step.
showed a strength in me कि तू कर लेगी. So that was such a confidence he gave to me. And I was totally again shattered and shocked altogether in a new school, and that too from Hindi medium to English medium.
Wow.
Again, trying to like figure out the schooling. So I had a very good flying colors in 10th. Still made him proud. 11th में जैसे ही चूज करने पे आया कि क्या लेना है, पापा सेड कि बायो लेनी है, डॉक्टर ही बनना है. ठीक है जी. तब तक भी मुझे नहीं पता था मैं इतना पढ़ पाऊंगी कि नहीं पढ़ पाऊंगी. मैंने सोचा कि ठीक है, अभी मैं आई वाज द यंगेस्ट वन इन माय क्लास क्योंकि 5th में मैंने जंप मार लिया था.
Correct.
सो जब वो मेरे पास टाइम था तो आई थॉट कि आई हैव इनफ टाइम, सो लेट्स फिगर इट आउट. 12th किया, गॉट गुड मार्क्स, बट स्टिल नॉट श्योर दैट आई विल क्रैक द एंट्रेंस. And
of
Haryana
course,
used to
yes,
have
yes.
only one college at that time. That was Rohtak Medical
Rohtak,
College.
अच्छा.
And a very tough exam.
और competition बहुत हो गया.
For competition, बहुत नहीं, बहुत ज़्यादा, I would say.
Hmm.
So, वहाँ से जब मैंने तैयारी करना शुरू किया, I failed.
So you appeared once and you didn't qualify.
Yes.
Okay.
So, I failed. And wasted my 1 year of time. After my 12th, I was nowhere, wherein मेरे सारे दोस्त
तो
college जा
बराबर
चुके
हो
थे.
गया मतलब.
हाँ, वो बराबर मैंने
age-wise
किया.
बराबर हो गया.
हाँ, because वो मैंने सोचा था कि मेरे पास टाइम है, तो I just didn't give that
एक
importance.
साल बोनस मिला था आपको पहले.
Absolutely. So I utilized that well. But still, it shattered me क्योंकि
True,
कहीं
वो
कोई
तो
नंबर
लगता
नहीं
ही
था
है.
और सारे लोग फर्स्ट ईयर बीएससी कर चुके थे कॉलेज में. That time I got admission in college, taking into consideration might be this is my destiny. चलो नहीं हुआ, एक साल वेस्ट हो ही गया है, तो अब कॉलेज करते हैं. So I got admission in BSc first year in Rewari.
Okay.
The day one of my college when I came back home, I was always being a pampered child by my father. तो मैंने तो कभी सीखा ही नहीं था कि कैसे वर्ल्ड को फेस करना है. I was given everything on the plate by him. So one day when I went to the college, came back home, I was in bit surprise and shock seeing the जो माहौल था कॉलेज का वहां पे उस टाइम पे. I was not ready to go there. मैं बैठी हुई हूँ एंड आई टोल्ड माय फादर, मैंने कहा पापा एक बार फिर से तैयारी करें.
Wonderful.
Let's do it.
So the first day was a game changer for you. Okay? I
Yes,
do not
that
want
first
this.
college of the college day. It was like horrendous. That typical college boys, the माहौल of the college. मैंने कहा नहीं यार, ये तो नहीं. So my father, as I said, he is the pillar of strength to me. उन्होंने मुझे तब भी यही चीज कहा. The day I uttered this sentence, मैंने कहा पापा एक बार फिर करते हैं. He was so happy, so proud of me, and said, failure is always the pillar of success.
Wonderful.
Don't bother. We'll do it.
Oh.
शायद कुछ कमी रह गई होगी. Let's do it again together.
So जो फिर Rohtak happened, you got in.
Yes.
So these are very different cities. पहले Rohtak and then followed by Bombay, right? Mumbai. So how was that journey of 4 years in Rohtak?
It's 5.5 years for the MBBS.
Wow.
And then to the post-graduation.
Postgraduate. How many years in Mumbai?
3 years.
3 years. Wow. Excellent. So tell me about first the years in Rohtak and then how did you change and feel confident again in Mumbai after that?
Superb. So I got selection in multiple colleges after my second drop year.
Okay.
So therein I achieved what I wanted.
Hmm.
Multiple medical colleges in India.
Wow.
Then I have everything on my plate to choose.
You
And
had a choice, yeah. Of
yeah,
course.
I had a choice
Yeah.
then. So Rohtak Medical College being the only college in Haryana, every parent want their child to be closer to the house.
घर के पास हो तो
घर
अच्छा
के
है.
पास होना चाहिए.
Hmm.
So we opted for that one and the only one college, and definitely one of the topmost colleges in
Correct.
India.
Hmm.
I got selected with a very good rank. So I went there as a MBBS student first year.
Hmm.
After a journey of 5.5 years, when
एक
we
मिनट, मैं आपको
completed.
रोकूंगा यहाँ
Yeah.
पे. पहला दिन आपका बीएससी में और पहला दिन एमबीबीएस में क्या फर्क था?
Both were like very different because MBBS ka first year, I would say again it was tough.
जी.
Leaving parents, staying in hostel.
यहाँ के लड़के कैसे थे? ये बताइए, मुझे असली चीज बताइए.
Okay. I would say more refined if I talk about the medical college.
Yeah.
But हुआ वहाँ पे भी कुछ ऐसा. Now after like totally from an English medium school to Rohtak,
हाँ.
which is considered to be a typical Haryanvi city.
Hmm.
जैसे ही आप मेडिकल कॉलेज से बाहर निकलते हैं रोहतक में, तो जब वो आपको बिल्कुल हरियाणवी सुनने को मिलती है, अगेन माय ईयर वर लाइक ओ माय गॉड वेयर द हेल आई एम.
Oh my God.
बट अगेन ठीक है, द हैप्पीनेस वाज अबाउट द डिग्री व्हिच आई विल बी हैविंग वन डे,
Yeah.
and that was like which made us all proud of.
Yeah.
And in all those years हमने हमेशा, दोस्तों ने भी और मैंने तो सोचा ही था
Hmm.
कि मैं पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन यहाँ से नहीं करूंगी.
Hmm. Okay.
And I still stick to that.
Wonderful. So you then, over a period of time, you also had to decide your specialization.
Absolutely.
So how did gynecology fit into the whole scheme of things? Was that something you were always keen on or passionate about, or it evolved over a period of time? क्या था उसमें?
Okay, so MBBS was my dream.
Hmm.
I was pretty clear since my 9th grade कि मुझे डॉक्टर बनना है.
Hmm.
वो तो पता था, कैसे बनना है नहीं पता था, but it all happened. And the day one of my MBBS, I was 100% sure of my vision and focus in my life कि
Wonderful.
मुझे स्पेशलाइजेशन गायनी ही करनी है.
अच्छा.
उसके पीछे कुछ पॉइंट्स थे मेरे जिनकी वजह से I was 100% like clear about it. There was no doubt in these 5 years of time
अच्छा.
wherein like मैं कहूंगी कि MBBS ने मुझे डॉक्टर लिखना सिखाया मेरे नाम के आगे.
जी, जी, जी.
Got a knowledge of altogether the human body,
Mhm.
but फिर भी फील्ड मुझे गायनी ही करना था.
Okay, okay, okay. So वो आपने पहले से ही सोच के रखा था कि जाना है इसी डायरेक्शन.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. And tell me about Mumbai now.
Okay. So गायनी मैंने चूज क्यों किया वो भी मैं बताना
जरूर,
चाहूंगी.
जरूर,
There are
जरूर.
like two things in any specialization. If I say कि आपको यदि बुखार होगा, आपको जुकाम होगा, आप फिजिशियन के पास जाएंगे. आपको कोई पेन होगा तो आप उस स्पेशलाइजेशन के पास जाएंगे. कोई ना कोई बीमारी होगी तभी जाएंगे.
Hmm.
Gynae is the only field wherein the couples are coming for happiness. The healthy individuals are coming.
Correct.
A lady who is like, I think I would say 100% healthy getting pregnant is the thing which we are dealing with.
Hmm.
And I think we are the partner in their happiness. So that was the reason I chose gynae.
Probably the only discipline this
The
can be.
only specialization
Yeah.
wherein we are dealing with the healthy individuals.
Wonderful.
And
Interesting.
we are dealing with 2 lives at a time.
But did you know this before you went into your specialization? Or you
Yes,
discovered
absolutely.
it?
And the second thing which made me to choose gynae is my mother used to tell me one thing. तेरा जब like मतलब when you were born, घर में डिलीवरी हुई थी.
अच्छा.
हॉस्पिटल ही नहीं थे, डॉक्टर्स ही नहीं थे. सो घर में डिलीवरियां होती थी, ये भी नहीं मिला, वो भी नहीं मिला. So I was like bit like conscious about it कि if my mother delivered me at home, we should have something wherein we can add some value to women's health.
Hmm. Correct.
So these were the two things.
It's a bigger purpose.
Yes.
in
So
mind.
these were the two things which made me to choose gynae. And again, I got selected for like specialization at Mumbai. And then the journey started for being like specialized.
Hmm.
And therein, it has added more precision. It has added more clearance. It has added more value to what I am today. And I think the post-graduation went very well, even at Mumbai. The point here is I would highlight my daughter was 6 months when I joined my post-graduation.
Oh, wonderful. That's so nice.
So
Excellent.
I always say whenever people ask me what Dr. Jyoti is all about, I say my daughter has played a vital role in my career
Wow.
always.
Excellent.
Because that was the time if I would have not chosen my specialization, I would have never done that. And if leaving a child of 6 months is like another thing for being mother, I think.
So how did you manage that? I mean, did the family travel with you to
No.
Mumbai, or baby was here, or?
I am blessed, I think I would say, with a daughter, number one, who is so much into my profession that the whole thing goes to her.
Wonderful.
Me being Dr. Jyoti, and being in a joint family, I had all the support system which my family has shown to me. The the contribution of my husband being a wonderful father, my mother-in-law being a very supportive mother-in-law who raised my child, and always I say this thing कि आपकी वजह से हो गया ये, otherwise कभी नहीं हो पाता.
Wow, excellent.
So my husband had all the single-handedly handling my kid. And I used to fly that time from Mumbai to Gurugram every month just to see my daughter. And the most disheartening thing I would
to leave, go back.
और सबसे अच्छी बात क्या होती थी पता है, और सबसे अजीब बात मैं कहूंगी, my daughter used to call me auntie at that time because I was not the mother for her.
How did you deal with that?
Within few hours, she will start saying mama.
Achha. And then back to auntie next time.
And then back to auntie the next time I fly again. So that was little disheartening, but see, we have to pay something or the other to make ourselves.
हाँ, cost तो होता है हर decision का.
बिल्कुल, वो कीमत तो चुकानी पड़ती है.
I want to ask another very, deep question. I know something that's very close to your heart. You always been an athlete at heart, right? Tell me about that journey and how has that helped you become a better doctor? Because you are still an athlete, right?
Right.
So that means it is feeding into your medical journey as well, right? So tell me the link, tell me the relationship.
Okay. I think everybody of us will agree on one thing कि sports जो होता है चाहे वो कुछ भी है, वो मैंने पहले कंचे और गुल्ली डंडे से शुरू किया. Then I became a runner. Then I was the best athlete. I was a throw ball player in my MBBS time, and I have all the 5 years of trophies with me today also. And I was the single person who was given all the 5 years of best athlete trophy.
Wow, excellent.
So I have always chosen sports. My father used to tell me one thing कि पहले fitness, उसके बाद सब कुछ. And मुझे भी मजा आता था, simply speaking on that. So वहां से जब sports ने मुझे सिखाया क्या, number one, failure. कि you can not win every time. You have to face your failure also.
Correct.
Second thing is consistency. Third thing is that you have to show up every time. And I think the teamwork. All the things have been taught by the sports.
Wonderful.
So college के 5 साल I have been best athlete. School में I was the best athlete. After that, and I tried doing marathons. I played from IMA, the Nationals badminton. So I'm a badminton player also.
Wow.
And I keep trying myself on different sports every time I get a chance. And ये मैं सबको बोलती भी हूँ कि आप यदि mentally healthy हैं, physically healthy हैं, you can do wonders in the profession.
Correct.
It is never about that कि हम सिर्फ fitness को side करें, पढ़ते रहें, लिखते रहें और जो भी करें. And I used to play in the middle of the night, go to the basketball court or the throw ball court. I used to play in college also. And that was another adrenaline rush which used to help me to combat all my stress. Because it gives you happy hormones.
Definitely.
So that's my happiness.
So I want to go back a little bit. So when you were growing up, your father was working for a hospital or he had his own business?
No, my father being a veterinary surgeon, he was in government job.
Okay. So you saw him working for the government, right?
Yes.
So he was not a business owner?
No, not at all.
So what gave you an idea? I want to start my own hospital. I want to start my own venture. आपको लगा कि हाँ,
kick point.
वो क्या seed थी और क्या उसका motivation था?
I was, as I said, I was the eldest child in my family.
Okay.
So मेरे पापा ने हमेशा कहा कि what others will, they will always, my siblings, चाचा के बच्चे, मामा के बच्चे, they will follow you. So you have to be that person who set that goal, and today also they say me. So I just tell them, मजाक में मैंने कहा सब बच्चों को बोलो royalty दिया करें मुझे if they have followed my things.
Ideas, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So what made me to start my hospital was, I was working with a corporate hospital.
Okay.
And one day what happened, my own relative was admitted. And when the final billing was done, I was asking for a discount. Because the relatives, they expect from you.
Correct.
कि हमें कुछ तो help मिलेगा. Apart from the clinical help I gave.
Yeah. And
the management said, Dr. Jyoti, you can just waive off your charges.
Oh,
we cannot do beyond that. So that was one thing which made me think, मैंने कहा no, I cannot do on that way. Because the expectations of my family, my relatives, maybe some poor patient is something else from me. So I thought, no, I cannot be bossed or I cannot be begging for that thing. I'll take my own charge. And that was the point, and that was the day I decided and left that job. The next day, started building my own hospital.
Wonderful.
Therein, people used to tell me one thing, कि पहले थोड़ा experience ले लो, फिर शुरू करना, पहले freelancing कर लो, clientele बना लो, फिर शुरू करना. मैंने कहा, never mind. Let's build a hospital.
You'll figure it out. Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And trust me, my hospital is now 16 years.
Wonderful.
And I was the youngest doctor owning 50-bedded hospital in Gurugram.
Wonderful.
That time.
Wow.
Maybe my clinical journey was not that much, but yes, the entrepreneur journey started 16 years back, and
Wonderful.
that is how about it.
Wonderful. So, what was the mindset shift के जो एक अभी तक डॉक्टर मेडिकल साइंसेस के बारे में, गायनेकोलॉजी के बारे में somebody is thinking about that, and then you suddenly are faced with not only that, वो तो आपको करना ही है, you also have to now run an organization or run people under you. So वो क्या, how was that shift for you?
From a gynecologist to the entrepreneur, I hope that is what
Correct.
we are discussing.
Correct. Yeah.
So as I said, I have always been very clear in the decisions, but always been very confused how the things will go about. May it be the doctor, may it be the entrepreneur, may it be anything. ये करना तो है, but होगा कैसे ये कभी नहीं पता था मुझे, but हुआ. So I decided one fair day कि नहीं, hospital ही बनाना है. बना भी लिया. अब क्या? अब मैं तो clinician हूँ. But
Correct.
being entrepreneur, hiring people, managing hospital, and trust me, I'll tell you one thing, the day one of my hospital, I was not knowing कि OPD का पैसा कितना लेना होता है और delivery कितने में होती है.
Oh my God.
So that was from where I started. So then I realized, no, it is something else. Being entrepreneur is something else from being clinician.
Correct. Yeah.
And now again, the journey of learning started from day one till 16 years. I'm still figuring it out, whom to hire, whom to fire. So that is again the thing which I am learning, and I think I will explore it a bit more in future.
Wonderful. So tell me, in the early days, what were your biggest fears? के अब तो शुरू तो कर दिया है ये. What were your fears?
How do people hire staff? That was one thing. How do people manage people? That was another thing. How do I manage the expenses? That was the third thing. How do I manage my family? How do, as a woman, I manage myself? There were a lot many things. Being women, you fight on different fronts. Being entrepreneur, being clinician, and being gynecology is one department which is 24/7 on emergency.
True. True.
So मैंने अपने हॉस्पिटल में जब शुरू किया, starting from like स्ट्रेचर खींचने से लेके, अपने हाथ में झाड़ू उठाने से लेके, और हाउसकीपिंग के काम से लेके, और ऑपरेशन टेबल तक के सब काम मैंने किए हैं.
हाथ तो धोए थे ना आपने?
So everything you have to manage from like stone to the
Everything,
brick
yeah.
and the wall.
But did you ever have to struggle to get the people in?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Number one, hiring was tough. Number two, how do I select them?
Yeah. No,
Was-
what I meant was get the patients in. Was that something that was?
Yes. So the day one when I started, since I was like with my zero freelancing practice, wherein मेरे पास तो एक भी patient नहीं था day one when I started.
Yeah.
तो मुझे सबसे पहला तो fear यही था, यार, how do people trust me? मेरी credibility क्या है? वो तो थी नहीं ना. Credibility तो prove करनी थी.
अब करनी है.
शुरू करना था. सो वो तो सबसे बड़ी चीज थी कि यार पेशेंट कहाँ से आएगा. आपने हॉस्पिटल बना लिया है, आपने स्टाफ भी हायर कर लिया है, स्टेज इज रेडी, नाउ व्हाट टू डू. सो वहां से शुरू हुआ फिर दूसरा सफर, कि किसी ने कहा कि उसका डिलीवरी करा दो, करा दिया. किसी ने बोला कि इसका करा दो, तो करा दिया. एंड गायनेकोलॉजिस्ट, आई वुड से द जर्नी ऑफ गायनेकोलॉजिस्ट इज इन सच अ वे कि एक घर में डिलीवरी कराई तो उसकी भाभी की डिलीवरी होएगी, उसकी ननद की डिलीवरी होएगी, फिर वो, एंड इट्स अ लॉन्ग प्रोसेस.
Months.
हाँ, months.
Yeah.
और फिर अगली डिलीवरी कब होगी, कई सालों बाद होगी, then they will again come to you.
So repeat customers हैं आपके?
Absolutely. And my biggest strength is that only.
अच्छा.
कि I have never treated patient as patient. I have made connections and I have made families.
Wow.
And they trust me till today that they have almost, जैसे कहते हैं ना, I'm their partner in their journey, always. So वहां से सफर शुरू हुआ, एक पेशेंट से दो पेशेंट, दो पेशेंट से चार पेशेंट, and the show is still going on.
Wonderful. Excellent. Any incidents along the way? I mean, in a 16-year journey, what were some of those incidents that really made an impact on your life? कि या तो कुछ खास learning हुई, या कोई major change किया आपने अपने approach में?
Instances as a clinician, I would say, as an entrepreneur and as a clinician, I'll quote one thing. As an entrepreneur, I'm an emotional person and I get attached with my staff and everybody. So everybody has an access to tell me the stories behind what is happening to their lives and I'm always at a help. वहां से मुझे समझ में आया कि no, you cannot be available for everyone. Number one, you cannot be emotional in business.
Yeah.
So over the years, what Dr. Jyoti was 16 years back is not what I am today. So that entrepreneur journey has told me this thing and learned over the time that there are no place for emotions in business. It has to be like figured out. So I like worked on my emotions. I worked on those parts. I was the person who started the hospital with one thought कि मेरे पास काम करने वाला स्टाफ को ना 1 तारीख को सैलरी मिलना चाहिए. And I'll be the one setting this example कि मैं 1 तारीख को सैलरी देना शुरू करा. मैंने वहां से 1 तारीख से सैलरी से आज मैं 10 तारीख की सैलरी पे पहुंची हूँ. Because staff used to then betray me.
अच्छा.
कि उन्होंने 1 तारीख को सैलरी लिया and they vanished. I am handicapped. तो मेरे को ओवर टाइम कराना पड़ा. फिर मैंने उसको सैलरी को 5 तारीख किया. फिर 5 तारीख को भी क्या करते थे 2-3 दिन की छुट्टी लिया and then फिर छोड़ गए. So that has made me learn the decorum of business. So now I am putting up the salaries somewhere around 10 to 12th of every month, wherein they have to stay. They have to give me at least 1 month notice, whether they want to work, whether they don't want to work. So this is what I have learned over the time as an entrepreneur.
So what were some of the other hard decisions in leadership that you learned during this course?
The biggest decision, I would say, as an entrepreneur or as a leader to my team, that you have to be strong-headed every time. You cannot, as I said, you cannot show your emotions to the staff. You have to stand strong at every damn situation in their lives as well as in the hospital journey. So that is what people have taught me. As a doctor, there are multiple instances. I would say the biggest and the happiest moment I will share of one girl who is now almost 13 years. That means the very young, as a gynecologist, I would say. The lady came for an abortion. And it took me 1 hour. मैंने 1 घंटे तक उसकी counseling की कि abortion is nothing, like we should not go for that. I'm not in favor of it. Why do we take out that chance of somebody who can come in this universe? And after 1 hour, that lady decided, I will not abort. And now every single time, every single birthday after that, for 13 more years till today, that girl is coming to me with the mother. And always she says, ये आपकी बेटी है. आप नहीं होते तो इस दुनिया में भी नहीं होती. So that is what we add actually. And that is what gives me happiness as a gynecologist.
Wonderful. So tell me about changing yourself, not as an entrepreneur, but as a clinician, right? You have, added several specializations: infertility, ultrasound, cosmetic gynecology, laparoscopy. Why this constant desire to upskill?
See, we have to be with the pace of the time, as per the innovations, as per the techniques, as per the technology. It is happening every day. And whatever can add to my patient's life, more value to the treatment.
Correct.
And upscaling myself as a clinician. So I have never lost a chance to learn on ultrasound. I'm doing, as of now, I'm doing my own scans for my patients.
Okay.
Then the fertility, like I would say, the fellowship in infertility, the fellowship in cosmetic gynae, which is the most advanced as of now, the fellowship, that also I have done. So I think learning is never a thing which is one should omit. It's a continuous journey. It's a continuous process. And I think we should learn that. And I'm still learning.
So how do you decide if there's a new technique? How do you decide that this will add value or it's only a trend?
For us as
क्योंकि आप दोनों business की तरफ से भी देखते हैं, clinician की तरफ से भी देखते हैं.
Yes, absolutely. So I would say as a clinician or as doctors, trend for us is nothing which is like trending on social media as reels.
Correct.
Trend for us is the latest technology we can provide to our patients.
Sure.
So those trends adds value to our knowledge, and it is adding value to the patient's life. Like I would say, if I'm doing today the laparoscopic surgeries for my patient, which we used to do as an open surgery. So we have groomed ourselves over the time in terms of from a big scar to a pinhole scar. We are doing all the surgeries. So if I would have not upgraded my skill to the laparoscopic surgeries, how would I provide that thing to my patients? Right. So it is adding value to them.
Well, so you work in your daily life with many young doctors. some of them who may be working under you, some of them you may be training either in Medicity or in some other capacity. How is it working with young doctors of today? What is your experience in that?
Okay. When I did my graduation and post-graduation, I said it was the only one medical college in Haryana. That too a government college. When I ask my kids today, they say कि government college से हम नहीं पढ़ सकते हैं because we don't find luxuries there.
Yeah.
So the young doctors which has been in the production these days, there are a lot many private colleges which has come up. So I would say कि उनको अभी भी बहुत सारी ट्रेनिंग की जरूरत है. ना तो वो उतना हार्ड वर्क कर पा रहे हैं जो हम लोगों ने किया था, ना वो उतना प्रैक्टिस कर पा रहे हैं जो हम लोग कर पाते थे. एंड आई थिंक 24/7 this profession is on call. So you need to be more passionate about it. Until and unless I tell one thing to all the doctors or all the 11th 12th students, if your profession and your passion is same, you will enjoy it throughout your life.
Correct.
But if somehow there is a mismatch, maybe by the pressure of the parents, maybe by the society, maybe anything.
It can't be just a job. It has to be your calling.
तो कहीं पे भी वो यदि mismatch है, you cannot relish that thing throughout the life. And that is the biggest thing. I enjoy it as a gynecologist. And I tell my young doctors who are working with me, or I'm a teaching faculty at multiple places, therein we always emphasize on upgrading the knowledge. We are telling them the skills to operate. We are teaching them the different aspects of practice. पढ़ाई तो बहुत जगह हो रही है, मेडिकल कॉलेजेस भी कराते हैं, but the practical grounds where they have to really perform, because the sad point about the healthcare industry is that we are dealing with human lives. That is very important. We cannot experiment on it.
Correct.
So we have to be very precise before we pick up our scalpel and start doing a surgery. It cannot be done with ChatGPT.
True.
So AI or anything cannot replace the skills which we have learned over the years. And that is the reason it is one of the biggest profession as per the learning is said, because we are dealing with the most delicate species on this universe.
So tell me about your service and social impact, basically. Tell us about Manav Utthan Mission and what's behind it, and tell us a little more about that.
I think that every individual has some kind of a individual responsibility, family responsibility, and social responsibility. So we can add value to the society in any aspect or any domain we are working in. Being gynecologist, as I have more emphasis on women health, I needed a platform wherein we can still give our services free of cost, or we can add value to even a single woman if I add. That is the impact I'm creating.
Correct.
Because when people are coming to my OPD, they say, OPD, तो they pay ना, तो उसमें तो उनको लगता है कि उन्होंने पैसा दिया, मैंने काम किया, is my job. Wherein when I go to schools, wherein I go to villages, wherein I'm talking about different subjects, I'm adding value to their life, I'm adding value to their health. They still feel, yes, I'm adding something to their lives. And I think that is very impactful. And
so do you work with young girls as well as a role model? I'm sure you have impacted even a lot of people to become doctors.
Absolutely. Yeah. There are many patients, I would tell you, in these 16 years, they bring their kids to me.
Sure.
Just talk to Dr. Jyoti. इन्होंने कैसे किया? Take that lesson from her. So I feel so proud of it. Although my own kids are not doctors and they will not become doctors, still I am giving advices to others and they are taking advices actually.
Okay.
So I tell them also that being passionate in this profession, you will excel. This is how you can design your protocol. I help them even in teaching. I help them in guiding. I go to schools for different subjects on women health, wherein we are telling them something in their age, which is very young. We can upgrade them. We can make them. We can teach them. And I think they will grow up as a strong women in the society.
Do you ever talk about fitness as being important? Because see, एक तो जो medicine है, उसमें जो आप बताते हैं, वो तो एक चीज़ है. But आपका जो experience रहा है in terms of fitness or in terms of being very athletic, have you also advised people based on that experience?
Absolutely. So being gynecologist, starting from the puberty age, there are many problems which are only lifestyle disorders. I would name a few, like in the young age, I get every single day or the second day a girl coming with an ultrasound report saying that, doctor, I have PCOD.
Okay.
PCOD is such a fancy term which has come up in the society that every college going girl knows this thing. So that's good about the social media, that this word has been propagated so well. But the point is that they don't know what exactly the PCOD is all about.
Hmm.
So when I say it is lifestyle, so lifestyle पे जब हम बात करते हैं तो आपकी health and fitness पे बात करते हैं.
Hmm.
If you maintain your normal BMI, if you stay fit, if you are in like a good shape of your health, these disorders will never come to you.
Oh.
These diseases can solely be treated by what you are eating, how much you are doing activity. And see, to be a role model, आपको पहले करके दिखाना पड़ता है.
Hmm.
So जब आप फिट होते हैं तो ही आप किसी को बोल पाएंगे,
सिखा सकते हैं,
सिखा सकते हैं. So I have always been like, I'm a fitness partner to them. So they ask me
Excellent.
every day, I motivate them every day, and we are able to treat that. Second thing is the infertility,
Hmm.
which is a biggest issue. 30% of the females are becoming infertile these days. Reasons being many.
Hmm.
But yes, again, the BMI plays a very important role. Just by ruling out the other causes, just by decreasing the weight,
Yeah.
we are able to achieve natural conceptions.
Wonderful. Excellent.
And when it comes to the perimenopause age, again, your BMI plays a major
Very
role
important.
in different aspects of the health.
Wonderful.
So health can never be omitted.
So एक चीज बताइए, ये मैंने काफी लोगों से सुना है कि doctors themselves aren't very fit people. आपने क्या सुना है?
I said, na?
No,
you
not
have
for yourself. Don't talk about yourself. Talk about the other people in your hospital. Do you encourage
Yes.
them to stay fit as well?
Absolutely. I do conduct classes for them. I do conduct some fitness sessions for them.
Oh, wonderful. Excellent.
So, and I always encourage them to be in some of the group wherein it is the fitness group.
Wonderful.
Don't make a group which is like शाम को दारू पीने वाला हो. आप उन लोगों को बनाओ जो early
वो भी
risers.
बनाओ, but
वो भी बनाओ, might be that gives you something else.
Yeah.
But otherwise, the group you carry
yeah,
motivates you.
absolutely.
And if you stay fit, you can motivate others.
Mm.
And being women, I would again say, कि you become motivation for your kids.
Mm.
You
Oh,
become
yeah, of
motivation
course.
for your husband.
Correct.
You become motivation at the workplace. So you
And
can
इसमें तो
influence
research
men.
है कि a mother's fitness understanding and her fitness practices affect kids more than the fathers do. And this has been researched a lot, and this is very true.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So there are different traits
Mm.
which are being transferred from mother to the kids.
Yeah.
And I was also reading recently in one of the paper therein that the fitness trait goes from mother, not from the
Mothers.
father.
Correct, absolutely. Yeah.
So one day last week, my son asked me one thing: "Can I come with you to the gym?"
Hmm.
I said, "Absolutely, come."
Wonderful.
And I clicked a selfie.
अच्छा,
मैंने कहा चलो एटलीस्ट मेरा बच्चा मोटिवेट हो रहा है
कुछ तो
एंड कुछ हेल्दी हैबिट डेवलप कर रहा है.
definitely.
So you have to set up an example in front of your kids first before like going
Oh,
out
yeah.
and telling it to the world.
Action होना चाहिए पहले.
So yes.
So what's next for Kamla Hospital?
Okay. Kamla Hospital has completed its 16 years now.
Wonderful.
I started with 50 beds. I have already reached or made Kamla Hospital as 100-bedded hospital now as a multi-speciality center. That's one achievement I have already done with these 16 years. The next phase of the hospital would be something wherein we can still make it a super specialization or add something which can add to the women health in terms of cancer treatments or might be in terms of preventive health care.
Okay.
So hoping for the best.
So what is it? What do you think is the future of women healthcare in India?
Women health, I would say, is the most neglected thing.
अच्छा.
And over the years, we have studied two gender. One is male and one is female. And I would say the women itself is a gender which has been neglected. And now with the advent of education as well as the type of the females we have raised over the times, the kids we are raising
Mhm.
has made us at a place we have made our own world.
Okay.
And now when we talk about women health, it needs a better understanding in terms starting from a kid of 8-9 years wherein we have to focus on
Mm.
to the different phases of the life, may it be the pregnancy, may it be the perimenopause. Every phase of women health is being ignored, is being taken on a toss. कि यदि हम perimenopause की बात करते हैं तो हमने ना बहुत बार सुना होगा. Now the India has also come up with the corporate setups wherein it has encountered in their work culture. Even for the menstrual leave, it has encountered, it has been imbibed in the corporate culture. कि any lady can take 1 day leave every month.
Interesting.
So these are the few steps which are there on the women health these days. But I would still say it has to go a long way. The treatment part should be secondary. The preventive health in the women health should be considered.
Correct.
ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई लेडी शाम को बोलती है मैं बहुत थक गई हूँ एंड घर वाले क्या बोलते हैं बहुत काम कर लिया होगा चल सो जा. we don't even bother about what she is like actually going through.
Physically, yeah.
And over the years, I have encountered multiple husbands wherein the wives are saying me, अगली बार ना मैं अपने husband को लेके आऊंगी मैम आप उनको बताना.
Mm.
Why she is not able to tell to the husband? Why she needs my authentication to tell to the husband that what she is going through? So this is actually a concern.
Interesting.
And we will work, definitely we are working on it. We are educating, we are telling them when they have to actually come up to us with different situations and different things. It has to be communicated. The problem is that we don't communicate,
Yeah.
neither as a husband and wife, nor as doctor or patient. So the
that's
communication is
a
lacking.
totally different direction because उसके लिए अलग एक episode कर सकते हैं हम.
Absolutely.
चलिए, so let's move into the rapid fire section. Okay.
Super.
So I'm going to ask you a few questions और आप जो भी मन में सबसे पहले आए वो बताइए.
Done.
ठीक है? Done. Okay. So your time starts now. Tell me one habit you never compromise on.
Discipline.
Wonderful. मैं सोचा था आप gym बोलोगे, but
That is discipline.
that's a part of discipline.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. Tell me one lesson that sports has taught you.
Okay. So patience.
Patience. Beautiful. One leadership mistake that taught you the most.
Don't trust people too soon.
Too soon.
Too
Okay,
soon.
wonderful. One book that shaped your thinking.
All the books which I have read over 10 years of my life.
एक नाम कोई भी.
Oh my God. So I would say anatomy.
Okay.
One subject I will tell. I am not in a habit of
medical का नहीं.
apart from medical, I don't read books.
You-
I don't read books.
Chaliye.
I believe in the belief system. So I would have chosen the second option of belief.
Okay.
So,
So belief बताइए मुझे. One belief that shaped your thinking.
consistency. So that is my belief that if you have to show up. That's it.
Consistency. Okay. The last question is one word you hope that patients appreciate you for or think of you as.
I would expect faith in me.
Hmm.
If I expect from a patient, just the faith.
Faith.
And
So
I'll do,
trust and faith.
yes. So I'll do the best for them.
Wonderful. So thank you, Dr. Jyoti, for taking the time and having such an interesting and spirited discussion. So it's been a
Thank
great
you.
pleasure, absolutely. And I hope you enjoyed as well.
Absolutely. So I said it in the start of the podcast that nobody has asked me over the years now what Jyoti is all about. So that was a fantastic thing. I have now come up today with you. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Perfect. And as I said earlier, we'll have a part 2 with communication as a subject.
I would love to do that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So that was Dr. Jyoti Unboxed. Her journey reminds us that entrepreneurship is not always about disruption or scale. Sometimes it's about responsibility, consistency, and staying deeply human in high stakes. From building a trusted hospital to mentoring young doctors, from community service to personal discipline through sport, her story reflects a life built on balance and intent. And if this conversation resonated with you, please share it with someone who believes leadership can be compassionate and ambition can coexist with service. Thank you for listening to us on Founder Unboxed. And I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.